Hey, Nintendo have really been knocking it out of the park recently with all of their short trailers and all the direct minis. And remember, only a few months ago, people were complaining about the lack of a massive uh, and just one of their huge directs with lots of huge announcements. But they really have done very well towards the end of the year, just chopping all of this up. Um, for example, they had the Smash announcement with Steve, which got everyone talking, and all the stuff to do with the 35th anniversary of Mario. I made a video about that. You can go and watch. But now they've put out what they're calling the final Direct Mini of the year, and I couldn't resist making a reaction video out of it because I've got nothing better to do. So I hope this is a grand finale for Nintendo's year. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Welcome to our last Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase of the year. Today, we'll continue delivering the latest information on games from our publishing and development partners. First, here's an update on the latest installment in the Bravely series from Square Enix, Bravely Default 2.
Ooh.
Please take a look.
Okay.
You are finished, Hero of Light.
I am a hero of light, no longer.
The bravery of one must be the bravery of all.
Don't worry. We'll do what you need us to do.
Well, whatever's going on, there's no turning back now.
All right? We've got a world to save.
Ooh, yeah. You gotta love the sad ones.
And I can't let that happen. He's all I have.
Those voices are excruciating.
What have I done? It'll be time for you to wake up soon.
What does that mean?
You must find that out for yourself.
I refuse to believe that I am the only Brit to have
Can mean only
cringed at those voice actors.
but one of us.
I'm going to have to find out whether they really are from around here. The game looks pretty though.
Four heroes, guided by the crystals, are united on the continent of Excellent, where an unforgettable adventure brings them face to face with a host of colorful characters.
You're fairies, aren't you?
Princess, I take what I want, and no one can stop me. But you cannot stop the inevitable.
Calamity stuff's just a load of bull dust some drongo made.
Bull dust?
Some of the asterisk holders our heroes will encounter and
I might
learn
have
a
to
little
use
more
that.
about each of their jobs. Dog,
My sister was in
bearer of
tears
the
when I
Vanguard
called something
asterisk.
ape shizzle quite recently.
Vanguards like Dog take advantage
Perhaps
of
I should
their
add that to
strong
my
defenses
arsenal.
in order to protect allies. They can also deliver devastating blows using their shields. Orpheus, bearer of the Bard asterisk.
Can you even imagine it?
Bards are talented musicians whose melodies can both help allies and hinder enemies. Many of their abilities affect multiple targets, making their presence on the battlefield crucial.
Now, I'm not the
Handheld,
biggest
bearer of the Beastmaster
RPG
asterisk.
fan. I've said that many a time if you've ever looked at any of my other videos for these directs. I don't know why I'm pointing that around.
They can also use their
Like a conductor.
skills to capture
But the idea of
monsters
having
and fight
a
alongside
musician
them
on your
during
team
battle.
is
Shirley, bearer of the Gambler asterisk.
very intriguing.
Gamblers tend to have luck on their side, but are also prone to
Killing
pushing
monsters
it,
with
risking
my
everything for a moment's
rhythm
glory.
and melisma powers.
Be careful, however. The wheel won't always spin in their favor. These are just some of the characters you'll meet in the early stages of the game. We'll be introducing more asterisk holders in the future, so please stay tuned. We asked fans to provide feedback on the demo released in March 2020, and we received over 20,000 responses to our survey. Fans mentioned the difficulty level and the controls in particular, so we're now focused on making those adjustments. A video summarizing
This is really interesting, actually.
will be posted soon on the official Nintendo
I don't think I've
YouTube
seen
channel.
that done before, an actual, at least in the official Nintendo videos that they've made mention of. We listen to your
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo
to your comments
eShop.
and actually admitted that there were some faults.
Bravely Default 2.
So
our
kudos to them for that.
begin their adventure.
But again, that's a third-party thing.
Let's get into the headlines.
It's not like Nintendo. You put out
Cultivate your farm and your life.
a half-finished. You know, there's been a lot of complaints recently about that 3D All-Stars and how it was unfinished because camera angles were.
You've always dreamed of living there.
You know, they're introducing a new camera angle that should have been there from the beginning.
To take over your grandfather's farm, you leave your old life and the city behind to start afresh in Olive Town. But what awaits you there is a vast, overgrown, and untamed forest. Cultivate your farm from the ground up in the latest Story of Seasons adventure. Chop down the mini trees that blanket your land to clear space for your fields. Along the way, you'll discover all sorts of flora and fauna in the forest. You might even come across rundown facilities. Get fruit and vegetable seeds to grow on your farm, and tame wild livestock that can be nurtured, raised,
I'm
and given
sure
homes.
that this music I've heard before.
As you cultivate your farm,
This
you'll
sounds a
be
lot
able to
like the
explore
music
and
from,
discover new places
I don't want to say
mine,
it, but
fish,
from Galgun 2.
and forest. Will you sow fields as far as the eye can
Although
see?
I only played that game for a
Construct
short amount
massive
of
ranch with
time,
lots of barns and coops.
because it's not a very good game, it does
farm's
certainly
layout is
drill into your
completely up
skull
to you.
because it plays the same clip
And if you're
over
looking
and
to
over and over and
socialize,
over and over.
why not get to know the locals? Nurture your relationships, and wedding bells might be in your future. Your farm life awaits in Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, cropping up on Nintendo Switch.
I should have
March
focused
23rd.
more on that video, shouldn't I? I just sort of
Survive
switched off and started
thrive
talking
in a
about something else.
post-apocalyptic future.
And then he was getting married. But it just seemed like a life sim, and I don't really care. This seems more up my alley.
Uncharted lands of dead soil and barren rivers. Uniting together was our only option. Slowly, we started to pick up the pieces. We built a new home. A safe haven in a hostile world. A place where we could start over on a clean slate. Where we would set the rules and choose our own path.
Dun, dun, dun.
The fate of the Greek gods rests in your hands. From Ubisoft comes a brand new open-world game based on the world of Greek mythology. As Phoenix, you'll explore a vast fantasy world filled with gods and monsters alike. Run, swim, climb, ride horses, and soar across the sky.
This looks
Clash
pretty.
with Titans using 3 weapons: a sword for quick hits, an axe for devastating blows, and a bow for long-range shots. Change weapons on the fly and chain powerful attacks in fast-paced combat. By solving challenging puzzles, you'll be gifted with new abilities from the gods, adding variety and versatility to your arsenal. You can also upgrade armor and acquire new skills, giving you complete customization freedom. with deadly battles against legendary creatures and grand encounters with mighty gods on the horizon. A new legend is waiting to be told. Fulfill your destiny when Immortals Phoenix Rising launches on Nintendo Switch December 3rd. Pre-orders begin today. Here's a sneak peek at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games. Fierce strategy plus epic action equals Bakugan. It's up to you to build the best team and duke it out in high-energy battles. You can also compete online in head-to-head multiplayer. Become the ultimate champion in Bakugan Champions of Vestroia, coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch November 3rd. How are your negotiating skills? You'll need them in Griftlands Nintendo Switch Edition, a deck-building roguelike game. Or you could always let your fists do the talking. Every decision matters in each playthrough, whether it's the jobs you take, the friends you make, or the cards you collect. Explore this gritty sci-fi world on Nintendo Switch Summer 2021.
It's like Phoenix Wright if you could slap the judge.
Your island is in your hands. Build and rule your island nation on large archipelagos. Take care of your subjects' needs and send agents to steal world monuments. Tropico 6 lands on Nintendo Switch November 6th. Pre-orders begin today. The ruthless Agent 47 returns,
Ooh.
deadlier than ever.
Hitman. Is this going to be a port or is it going to be something new? Has it never dawned on him that he's a bit too distinctive? Like, with that. Nice. A bit too distinctive, having that barcode on the back of his head. He should probably get that sorted out. Because not many people are going to have something like that.
Can you regain control?
He's going to get caught pretty quickly. Or perhaps he's just that good.
But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. I know what I must do. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together.
Get your beam katana ready.
Ah, my stomach hurts. I need a toilet. Perfect location.
Now this is going to cheer up a lot of people and make people even more angry every time that Travis Touchdown isn't in Super Smash Bros.
In the new No More Heroes 3, what was once a fight between assassins is now a battle to the death on a galactic scale. Gamers have but one goal. Just destroy all those nasty aliens. Now, fight. Even if you haven't played the prequels, it's
Was I the only person who didn't care that Steve is announced for Super Smash Bros? People were arguing over whether it was the best thing ever or whether they were never going to play Super Smash Bros. Again. And I was just sort of in the middle of this storm going, oh, that's pretty cool. That's why I didn't make a video about it.
No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle is coming to the Switch too? When's it drop? And she.
Well, they've certainly gone all out, haven't they?
We're just about to wrap up this Nintendo Direct Mini
Nice.
showcase. But before we go, we have 2 more titles to talk about from our partners at HAL Laboratory and Koei Tecmo Games.
Oh, this should be good.
Perform all sorts of odd jobs. As a UFO, your mission is simple. Help people. Use your trusty claw to grab, carry, and stack objects. From arranging sweets to fishing to building a castle.
That is
All
adorable.
sorts of part-time jobs. You can finish a job by carrying objects and stacking them, but depending on certain factors, like how you stack them, you might be able to get a higher score.
It's like if World of Goo was made about
Additionally, by passing a
30 years ago.
friend, you can perform jobs together. Besides taking on part-time work, there are other modes you can enjoy, including exploring ruins filled with treasure, stacking objects as high as you can, and more. Help the people of this world as a UFO. Part-time UFO launches on Nintendo Switch today.
Today.
Check.
Rule 1 of the researcher's code is to never give up.
I can't wait for this.
Elf, your duty is of the utmost importance.
Impressive.
Now this. Off with you.
Off with you.
The stupendous chief of the Yiga clan, Master Koga!
I love the excitement that was surrounding the fact that Hestu now has a voice. And it sounds exactly as everyone imagined he would. Or she, it.
I've said enough. The time has come to show you what I'm made of.
That is amazing! How did I never even think of that? You know, we're talking, these are the... We were told that this happened during the Great Calamity, but I didn't actually think or imagine controlling the beasts. If that's pulled off well, I hope there's a lot of that.
Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. A story of the great calamity that occurred 100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. This game launches soon, but if you're ready to protect Hyrule, a demo will be available today.
Oh, see, that's almost annoying.
In the demo,
because
you can play all of Chapter 1 and carry over save data to the full game once purchased.
I've just got Pikmin 3.
Start defending the kingdom with the demo available today.
I was so ready to plow through that.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will launch on November 20th. That concludes our last
Which
Nintendo
one of them
Direct
has got
Mini
to wait?
Partner Showcase of the year. Thank you for watching.
Whatever. As far as I'm concerned, Nintendo have got Christmas in the bag, and that is saying a lot considering they're going up against the launch of the PS5 and, well, the fact that Christmas is pretty much cancelled, isn't it? But well, it's at least on the software front, because looking at what the PS5 has got coming, nothing really jumps out at me as being a huge deal that I really want to play. And it's, as amazing as the console looks, eventually more games will come out for it and I'll be up for it. But for the time being, there has been just a brilliant stream of games from Nintendo, especially over the last few months. As I said, there just seems to be a new game every couple of months, some better than others. You know, Paper Mario, Origami King seemed to come out of nowhere, and it was good. It didn't blow everyone away, but as long as those things keep coming along, then no problem. And like, you could even say the same thing about Hyrule Warriors here, because people were kind of disappointed. Oh, it's not more stuff about Breath of the Wild 2, but it's really quite caught a lot of people off guard, I imagine, because it looks amazing. It might not be as amazing as it looks. I may find out later on the demo. I'm looking forward to a lot of that. And the stuff to do with No More Heroes as well. Looks great. See, I look far more positive at the end of this video rather than just melting away like I did last time. I believe my final words of the last video were, I've lost sight on why I'm still making these videos. The reason was last time was that I was just really bored. This time I had faith in what was to come, and I'm very glad that I did. And I really hope that it's been recording for the last 20 minutes or so. No. Yes, it has. That's their last Direct of the year, so until next year, I guess. Goodbye.